Hey everybody, this is Darth Dud, and I'm here to give an example of how disco bleeding for stats works, since there's been some discussion about that recently. So I'm on a different character since I don't happen to be Disco Bandit right now, and so I don't have shield button stuff, so I'll be relying on crits. But it's pretty much the same idea. So here I have a pretty standard setup about what you would have. You know, your Juju mask, since if you're going to be doing this, you don't want the V mask, you should be using the Juju, because V Crisis and Disco Bleeding are mutually exclusive, you can't do both. But otherwise I have a pretty standard setup here. So I'm going to enter combat. And now I need, so this is their nominal HP. Monsters actually vary their HP by up to plus or minus 5 depending on how big the monster is. And so that sort of makes it harder to get your stats in, because you need the face stab of Disco Bleeding to actually kill to get your stats. And the attacks themselves also vary in damage. So there's actually a specific HP that we have to have, otherwise we risk our attack failing. So here you see I'm doing a little over 80 damage per hit, so I'm going to need to get one more crit in. So here, there's 38 HP if the monster doesn't vary. We need that number to be 24. We actually need it to be exactly 24. If it's any different from 24, we have a chance of failing. Either we kill too early, and we don't get the stats because our combo winds up killing it because it does a lot of damage, or the monster has less HP than normal, or we have the chance of killing it too late, not killing it at all on our face stab, in which case it'll die the next round from bleeding, or of nothing else, and so that isn't good either. So we actually need to get this down to 24 exactly to ensure that we don't fail. So I'm going to actually use some spices. I don't have funk slinging, I normally would, but that's okay. So here we have the nightstand down to 24 HP. That means we can start our combo. First attack, second attack, and third attack. And here's our fatality, which means we got 3 bonus substats. And so as you can see, you have to get you can do the math yourself, but you have to get the HP to exactly 24. It's very, very helpful to have Mafia, because it will tell you the HP values, including monster level. I had some monster level running, for instance, and you need to know those, and it's not really feasible to know every monster off the top of your head, so you're going to need Mafia or an elaborate Grease Monkey script, which I don't think Monster Stats used to do that, but I don't think it really exists anymore. So you basically have to use Mafia if you are using this strategy. But it's basically how it goes. You do some damage and then use spices or something to plink it down until it has the right amount of health. And as you can imagine, often you take a lot of damage, so you need to be careful about that as well. I hope this was informative, and I'll be doing other similar videos in the future.